At least 3 of the core 4 will end up being inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame one day. Take it or leave it.
Ah, that's so hard. 3 out of 4? I say you take it. The league, I think Matthews is an automatic. Like, what if Tavares retired today? Do you think he gets in?
I was wondering that. He'd get recognition, like strong recognition.
I think it's very close. And then, so let's just say he's in. Well, there's 2. And then, I mean, between Willie and Marner, I think that one of them could easily, do great things in the latter part of their career, and they're right in their prime right now. They're both superstars. So I tend to look at the positive, and I'll take it.
I'm going to go with take it. There's a reason why I worded this question that way, but I think your breakdown was bang on. Matthews is a no doubter. And I think there's a couple guys on the cusp already. All 3 of the other guys, like JT, I think is going to be a bubble guy, but if he continues to produce at a point per game for the next couple years, and maybe he wins some hardware, you never know. I think that Stanley Cup is elusive for a lot of players trying to enter the Hockey Hall of Fame, but he's done some great things for a great period of time. And then the way like Marner's trending and Nylander, like if these guys just continue to put up close to 100 points per season for the next 5 or 6 or 7 years, like point totals alone, that at least gets you into the conversation. I mean, let's not lie about this. These guys are Toronto Maple Leafs. These guys are put up here. Let's be honest about that too, right?
Well, yeah, when you look back at, and I don't know exactly all the protocols that go into getting chosen, but the people that are looking, it's like you're looking at the stat sheet and the pages, but it's your memory too. What do I remember about the player? What kind of impact did he have on the
Yeah.
game? And I mean, if you do things of importance in Toronto, it just stands out. It's the biggest market. It's got the biggest following. It carries a little extra weight, and it's more difficult to do in that city, if you ask my opinion. So I think that it certainly doesn't help them to be longtime NHL, or it doesn't hurt them to be longtime Toronto Maple Leafs if you're eventually trying to
Yeah.
get into the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Man, you know what's interesting? In like 15 years from now, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still doing this podcast and we could look back at the careers of these guys and be like, man, all 4 of those guys are going to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame or in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Like, just think about that.
It'd be funny, eh? It'd be weird. It'd be
But they're
very
that
weird.
talented. Like, they're that talented to even be involved in a conversation like that. Anyways, we roll on. Number 2, Austin Matthews will finish his career with more goals than both Alex Ovechkin and Wayne Gretzky. Take it or leave it.
I'm gonna leaf it. No offense to Austin Matthews, and he could, I don't know, but the biggest thing to me, and we talked about it already, right now, is he healthy? No, he
No.
is not. And he has a tendency, not a tendency, but he's not made of steel. He's not an Iron Man. And Alex Ovechkin, to even sniff Gretzky's record, he has to be an absolute horse. And that man is. And he plays at a level, he has to score like an absolute maniac for close to 20 years and play lots of games per season, not have a big hiccup with a head injury and a wrist thing that bothers him and get surgery on this and that. That guy is a machine. And for that, and then that clapper from that one side is just like nothing anyone's seen before. For that reason, he's gonna do it. And I just don't see Austin being able to go at that clip, if for nothing else, just probably not being able to stay healthy into your 40s doing it at that clip.
Admittedly, the timing of this question stunk, so I take full blame for that because Matthews is banged up. If he's on a heater scoring 9 goals in 3 games, I think we're both probably taking it. But I'm going with you. I'm going with Leaf It. Again, echoing everything you just said. The stability and the longevity is what makes Alex Ovechkin so damn amazing. Look at what he's doing this year. He's got like 10 goals in 15 games. There's no question in my mind Matthews can get to that level where he's scoring that many goals, and it helps when you're scoring like 70 a year, it seems. But it's more like how many years can he do it? Like right now, and this is no shade or shot at Austin Matthews. Can you picture this guy playing at like 39, 40? I can't.
Like, not really. When you watch Ovie, I mean, if you've seen his body, his legs, he's so big. He's just
It's
an
tough.
absolute truck. He's as
Yeah.
durable as it gets. And I don't know what he's doing in the summer to help complement that. But his program and his regime is working wonders. And the guy just is a ball of energy and power and strength that just doesn't know how to quit. And he's been like that since the second he stepped in the league. And right now, to this day, he is still just this explosive ball of energy. and that leads to durability. I mean, you'd think he would get hurt playing that way, but he's not. I mean, I've ran into him before. He's like a brick shit house. It's very impressive, and Austin's just not built that way. He doesn't play that way, and I don't know if you can keep that magic that he had last year, for example, on for another, what would he have to do it for? Another 12, 13 years? And he's hurt right now, and he's been hurt last year, and he's missed time with injuries. I just don't think he has the durability to go at that clip for that long.
Matthew Knies will be a team's captain at some point in his NHL career. Take it or leave it, Rosie.
I got to take that, man. He's young as could be. He's in his second year in the National Hockey League. He's got all the right stuff. He's learning at a clip that I don't think you could compare him to too many guys, like how he's exploded on the scene and adapted to the NHL, and the way he plays is kind of like follow me. He does everything right, and he's got the goods and the ability to back it up. And I think that, when this era is over and John Tavares is no longer playing, I'm not sure how long Austin Matthews, like maybe Matthews plays 15 more years with the Leafs, then it'll be difficult. But I just think that there will be a way at some point in time that guy is at the helm of this organization. And I think it would probably be well-deserved if that day comes.
Are you prognosticating a press conference in late August in the year 2035 where Austin Matthews hands a C off to Matthew Knies? Is that what you're telling me?
I was going to say that could happen one day.
And all the legends are going to be there. John Tavares is going to talk about growing pains and lessons, and we're going to sing Kumbaya after the Leafs win 3 cups in 10 years. Is that your feel?
Sundin will come back to TO with a walker and put his jersey on with Vince Carter again and recreate some old photos. Hey, it lines up, man. It's adding up.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Leaf It. Selfishly, I was going to say shellfishly. Selfishly, I want Knies to be a Leaf for life. The only problem with him wearing the C in Toronto, there's some guy named Austin Matthews, who I also want to be a Leafs for life. And I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to judge the future. If Matthew Knies at the age of 34 is still equipped enough to be a captain, maybe he's the next Nick Foligno for all we know. But I'm going to Leaf it just based on the feel that Knies and Matthews are here long-term, and Austin Matthews is Austin Matthews, and he's wearing the C for the rest of eternity. I'm sorry. Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long-form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.